And we're live in 5, 4, 3. What's up, everybody? I am the High Priestess Phoenix, the hostess with the mostest. Sorry, I'm stumbling. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God. Remember who you are is what I heard. I'm going through a dimension shift, so I can't even remember what I am. What am I? What am I? Just kidding. Yeah, I am your messenger of God. I am his first child, the Lilith, reincarnated, cruising through the tree of life. I'm over in a new dimension, and I am just all kinds of loopy. Super loopies, fruity loopies. What's up, everyone? In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. So, how was your day? Did it work out the way that I said it would work out? I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't watch the video. I went to work. I didn't get a good night's sleep. I was like up every couple hours. And I was like already didn't go to sleep till late. I was like, Jesus, this is horrendous. I did good at work and everything, but it was just like, that was a terrible night. The energy was sus bucket. It was like leftover panties. I could feel it when I went out there. Really? Yeah. The people that were coming into the store, like the coworkers, had fucked up energy. Then when the doors opened, they had fucked up energy. And then I was like, ew, the energy is raw. Really? Oh, yeah, it was all kinds of gross. And then I came home and I was like, ew, it's ugly. And then some shit popped off, too. Like, I walked my dog, and then I put her up, and I came on the fucking smoke. And that quick, dude, the police and the ambulance and the fire truck. But the police coming means that there was something. I'm just sitting there fucking burning sage, just like trying to wash the day off. Realistically, yeah, I've been staying away from the energy. It's been ugly. How was your day? Seriously, did you experience some fucking dirty ass energy? Filthy. As far as me, where am I at? I just told you, I'm going through a new dimension and I'm stumbling. I go through portals on a Monday anyways, but Neptune did some weird shit. Really? Well, it's a new dimension, so I haven't really got through it. I feel different. It's one of those weird ones where it's like, I don't even know what I was doing. Like, who was I? What was my mission? One of those. It's like an upgrade, if you will. Really? They reboot. Speaking of which, that's what we need to pull out. I'm just holding all these cards. The Palladians. Really? Yeah. They're showing up, I think, on the 3rd. There's a fucking another alignment. Which means they're always present. It explains us so much information. But it's like an upgrade, going back to it, it's an upgrade to your system. Consciously, it's like a download, your whole brain gets, you know what I mean? You get this new, the iPhone fucking 18 or whatever the fuck you guys is on right about now. That's where I just went. I got all these new updates and stuff, and it just kind of like, So you're just zombified. Really? Yeah. Realistically, it's kind of like they take out your input card and put a new one in, and you're just kind of sitting there like, okay. Really? Something like that. I saw Teddy Ruxpin when it's might as well be a Buzz Lightyear at this time. Really? Yeah, let's talk about the fucking Palladians. Who's they? Well, there's the Pallades stars system, and then there's these light beings that I connect with, and they actually connect with human life and dolphins and all kinds of fucking shit. These aren't like spirits. These are beings. Really? Yes. I don't really like to talk to the other beings, but I guess that's what we're doing. Fucking around on Neptune. Really? What are we gonna talk about? I'm not sure. Just give me a minute. I'm in super light when I pull this goofy-ass book out. And I gotta do some full moon rituals, and I feel like the 10-day energy is shifting on... Oh, God. What was that? The love greeting cards? No, I don't give a shit. My love life is I'm loving life. What's your love life look like? I love life. That's what it looks like. Okay, hold on. Let me check the dates. What's today? What's tomorrow? It's December, somewhere up here. December 1st. Son of a monkey. That's today, isn't it? See? That's what's going on. I told you I'm in some kind of shit. Really? Yeah, not grounded. No, my body's here. I watched a fucking trippy-ass fucking movie. Hey, I was able to fast-forward that one, too. Like this. I'm so old. Hey, my daughter was like, I told her what I was about to watch. She's like, oh, you poor child. Ooh, ooh. I was like, oh. And then I watched like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, she shoots her, doesn't she? I was like, I didn't have to be psychic. They really gave the story away. What'd I watch? The fucking, what was it? Something, The Best Neighbor or some shit. Oh, that bitch. Choke that bitch out, bro. Anyways, moving on. For the next 10 days, we have, that explains it. Fucking Palladians. Get out of my face. Truth and Justice. Oh, I felt that. I felt a bubble gut when I did put that card down. Really? I felt like a bubble in my gut. You know that feeling? Like a bubble? Ooh. I guess. God's busy with you. I'm just busy. He's already got... I don't know what he wants me to do. I mean, he's giving me a lot to do, but, like, daily? Nah. He's just like, just do your daily diligence. And I'm like, alright, dude. My body's aching a little. I have some appointments all week, and I'm supposed to keep that... Shh. Really? Yeah, I don't know why. So keep it to yourself. Alright, I'm gonna keep it to myself. So I have some appointments tomorrow, and I got work, and irk and jerk and shit. What do we got here? Tepi Kentet, number 10. What's number 9? We're on track. Let's see. Tepi Kentet. Yep. How did I say that? That's great. Mineral is hematite. This is the predecessor of Kentet. Okay. Truth and Justice. This card bears much in common with the Justice card of the tarot. Well, shall we pull the Justice card? Could be a Libra. Anyways. I'm going to throw up in my mouth. I see this faint vision of Russ and how irritating his flesh is. Loser. You want a song a week? You want to do songs? You want more songs? You want more songs? I got more songs. I'll give you another song. Allie wants another song. Allie doesn't have to create songs as long as you keep creating them. You guys are pathetic. Anyways, and the Star card. Oh, wait, what? Who? Huh? It can also be favorable compared with the meanings behind the Temperance, which we pulled last night, and the Star, especially the principle of balance. Telling the truth can be difficult. Oh, we've been talking about this forever. Are you ever going to, you bunch of fucking booty-whacked liars? There's a special place in hell for you fucking liars. You run around in fear of everything that you've ever said coming to the fucking truth. Oh, I never said that. Fucking bitch, I got screenshots. Bitch. Bitch. Sorry, my ego's up. There's one thing I can't stand in this world. Is a fucking liar. I salute a thief, fucking murderer. I can fucking deal with all that shit, bro. I can forgive you. But the fucking lies, when you can't even be truthful about your shit, you shit. Oh, I can't stand fucking liars. That's all of you, bro. You're a fucking lie. I could ask you straight to your face. Just like I did Morgan, bro. But you wouldn't tell me the truth. She told me the truth probably. She is a very truthful person, but probably out of fear, too. It's like if I don't fucking... She already knows the truth. She's fucking psychic. Well, thank you. At least somebody fucking knows that shit. You fucking lie straight to the fucking God, straight to your fucking job, to your fucking children, to your fucking parents, bro. You lie, bro. And you believe that it's not even a lie. No, there's nothing wrong with that. No, that's alright. You just fucking bold-faced lied, dude. Like I was sitting in the car next to you and you told them you were somewhere you wasn't. You said you were on your way and we're not going that way. Shit like that, bro. For real? You be lying, bro. I can't stand liars. The hardest thing about what I do is being honest, bro. And I gotta stand on that shit, trembling and everything when I gotta speak the truth. That's what makes me more powerful than you punk asses. On God. On God. You might say you're a truthful person, but you're not. You're projecting lies out of your actual being all day. You're trying to be something you're not. There's the lie in itself, is who you think you are. Who the fuck you think you are? Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Yeah, anybody ever told you one of those lines? Yeah, that's because you're a fucking idiot. You're living in your own reality and you done fucking fucked up now. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? What kind of lie are you living in your head? Who do you think you're talking to? Who have you told yourself that you're talking to? Is what that means. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Anyways, as far as temperance, we talked about that last night. You probably had a big temper. Anyways, going on. Telling the truth can be difficult, even when you are talking to yourself. No, and that's where I be. I have to sit there and listen to this little voice inside of me that's all scared. And I'm like, oh, don't make me say that. Oh, the heads are going to blow. I'd be trying to hold it back. Really? Yeah. Ask me a question. It's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. You may sometimes deceive yourself into embracing a fantasy rather than facing a cold, hard reality. This card may be a wake-up call to yourself to stop harmful self-talk, reject denial, and make a truthful appraisal of your circumstances. Hey, Russ. Are you in a happy relationship? Okay. Hey, Russ. Are you in love? Have you ever been in love? Like the kind of love that you see me in? Have you ever felt like that? For anyone? Have you ever let yourself go crazy in love? Do you have any proof of that ever happening in your life? Okay. Start asking the rest of yourselves that question too. Am I in love with this person? Or I'm just fucking comfortable? Bye. Justice does not always mean things will turn out exactly how you think they should. After all, you are not the arbitrator of justice. No, I have nothing to do with it. I get myself locked up in there all the time. Really? Yeah? What the fuck you think I'm doing here with you? It's fucking karma. This is my fucking life sentence. I have to pay it back to mankind. This is a payback for sure. The scale must be balanced and the universe must be set right. Told you, that's what I'm doing. Doing it all right. But your personal feelings or thoughts about what is right are not a factor in the balancing. I know. I got myself, of all the things I've done, I really don't do nothing. I talk a lot of shit. But it was a heart's knowing, bro. When I lit up fucking Wolfman, bro. I knew I wasn't supposed to, and I just fucking went the fuck off on that dude. And after that, I was like, well, I already opened it up. It's not like I can really say anything. Yeah, and then spiritual court, I ended up in there. Really? It's going against your heart, your better judgment. Sometimes you don't realize the long-term effects of your actions until it becomes a long term. A really funny way to put it. Really? Yeah. I mean, I ended up in front of universal justice in life. For what? Talking shit to Wolfman, bro. For real? I swear, it was a real ass story. I was consciously stuck there. Really? Where is it? It's just a place in your mind, like everything else, I suppose. You can't escape it. That's what all these consciousnesses are. I'm like, where the fuck am I going? Dude, you do realize I just left the fucking 11th dimension of kaleidoscope. That's the best way I can describe what was going on in my mind and the visions I was trying to... And they were like kaleidoscope. It was like, pick the triangle and move it with the square and then... It's like, am I doing acid? What the fuck is this? I learned sacred geometry. I have no idea where I'm plummeting to the bottom of the ocean with Neptune. Like, where are we going with this one? Did you know that 90% of the ocean hasn't been explored? And because of my full knowing, the idea of being in open water is so terrifying. What if you don't have the lung power, but what if it just flipped and you knew what was under there? Oh my god. Anyways, moving on. Thank goodness you don't have the lung power to know. Alright. The scales must be balanced, and yeah. God does all this, and we said that yesterday. We pulled the 7 of coins, which is a reap what you sow, Mo. So that's where we're at for the next 10 days. History. The first deacon of the Kentet group and the predecessor of Kentet is a living incarnation of the feather of my yacht. Hey, maybe that's why they gave me those black feathers. I was like, they're not even real feathers. They're not? No, but he made me put them in there. That makes sense. Really? Yeah, they're not real. No. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Hi, baby. The universal forces of truth and order. The depiction of the deacon as a human figure, male in Dendra, female in Esna, or Isa, I don't know. With the feather as a head is found exclusively in zodiac from the Greco-Roman period. In the Egyptian calendar, the 5th day of the deacon week marks the going forth of Kentet Abet. Truth and justice were extremely important concepts of ancient Egyptians. As part of their journey through the afterlife, the deceased would have their hearts, which kept intact during the embalming process, removed and weighed by Anubis, the conductor of souls. I have nothing to do this. I just walk you through it. They do all that shit. I'm not part of judgment at all. I watch it go down. And that's where it's like, I'm not part of karma. I just watch it. And I have an understanding of what it is playing, but I have nothing to do with it. I can't stop it. Only you can stop your own karma. I can tell you how to stop it, but you have to stop it. Realistically. In most depictions of the process, Osiris was overseeing the event while Thoth writes the results. If the deceased is pure and has led a good life, Mayat's feather would weigh the same as their heart, and they would be invited to continue the journey. If the deceased has lived an impure life, and this is where they're going to weigh your heart and decide what the rest of your year is going to look like. Well, I mean, next year, I suppose. If the deceased has lived an impure life and the heart was outweighed by the feather, then the deceased soul would be devoured by the demon Ammit. Kenmet, the goddess of life, is attested in the chapter of the Book of the Dead that deals with the weighing of the heart. May I endure on earth, not die in the west, and be blessed in spirit here. The deacon not only embodies truth and life, but repels the dreaded second death. Ooh. In ritual work, Kenmet was the goddess of the east. Thus, this deacon, or the entire group itself, may be called upon as one of the cardinal directions. Well. Hey, did anybody give her a snack? Because she's like literally nose to face and stuff. She's really waiting for one. You could give her that up there. Yep. I mean, I live with a free heart. Like, I don't have, that's what it means, is I can't have a heavy heart about shit. And so, you know, it's real. It's a real meaning. It's a real meaning to have a wicked heart, to have a heavy heart, to have a, you know what I mean, to have no heart. I don't live heartless or with any kind of hatred or animosity or hurt or pain inside of my heart. I can't. And that was all of this process. You have to learn how to listen to your heart and heal it. Because it's not, you're not in a good space to begin with. Alright, let's see here. We're going to go into the Krishna energy. Sorry, I looked over. I was like, what is going on over there? Yeah. I mean, it's just what it is. It's a checkup. They're going to check your pulse and shit. They're going to see what you're made of. And if you have a heavy heart, then they're going to have you deal with it. You got work to do. Where are we at? Oh, wow. We pulled Saraswati. And then we put Parvati. We did a whole teaching last time I pulled these on the goddesses, because there was an immense amount of goddess energy around. And there is Ganesh. Look, it's baby Ganesh. Baby Ganesh, baby Ganesh. Let's see here. And O auspicious one, partner of Lord Shiva, the golden one, you make all things possible. You are the refuge of all. You make the third eye of knowledge. Excuse me, you have the third eye of knowledge. I bow to you. Defeat of enemies, victory over obstacles, strength in asceticism, union with a spiritually powerful life partner. It's Monday, so I don't want to talk about any of that. Really? Yeah. Sorry, Rama's underneath. That's great. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, it's... Come on, guys. It's my destiny. I don't really care. Really? Not today. I'll care about it when it happens. Alright, let's see. Last week we had the Bifrost, and we ended up going across the Ascension Bridge. And now... Christian, get off her bed. We are... Oh, no way, dude. With what, Baldur? Baldur's like Jesus, bro. Really? I mean, can't you see the resemblance? Just kidding. Oh, man, he was the kindest, most loving. And he was, and killed by fucking Loki. Fucking Loki. Really? Yeah, there's always that guy. Alright, where did I turn to? Heimdall. I turned straight to him, bro. I saw Heimdall first. Really? Yeah, 78. Light. Baldur is the son of Odin and Frigg. He is the husband of the goddess Nana, and the father to the god for Sethi. Baldur is so handsome, gracious, and cheerful that he gives off light. His message is to be the light you seek. Feel joy in your heart and allow it to expand out of the world and inwards toward yourself. It is from the heart that gratitude, compassion, and forgiveness are born. Merkstavi. If you draw on Baldur reverse, be careful. Remember, Baldur can attract the opposite to light, which is darkness. You could attract sorcerers who want to attach their energy to you and suck you dry. All of the gods love Baldur for his kindness and gratitude. Don't let your anger and resentment lead you to a dark side. Remember Baldur's light. Ask him to help you. That's lightening your heart. This is about your heart. Really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Really? I mean, that's what I got out of it. We could talk about truth and justice, but I mean, realistically, what's going on? They're weighing your heart. They're talking about, you know, destroying you of a heavy heart, I suppose. And we could talk about you being a fucking liar. Wow. Well, I don't worry about such things, bro. Really? Don't worry about a thing. When you do right, you don't gotta worry about if everything's gonna be alright. Everything's alright. Alright. Really? I mean, when you're fucking, you know, always waiting for something to come back and bite you in the ass, then I guess it's not alright. And you're always worried about how you're gonna fucking go forward, then it's not alright. I don't feel like teaching you this. I'm not trying to teach you how to stay in the now. I'm just trying to deliver a message. Realistically, yeah, let's go on to the Palladians. I turned to the end of one page. What the fuck is this? The Keys of Enoch experience. Alright. It's time now. What is this about? I want to talk about their fucking evolution. They're not evolving, if you ask me. Okay, I'll make it negative. Maybe we should wait a couple days for this, guys. I'm serious. Seriously, you're not going to be in the sky for like 2 more days. Let me get my energy right. That'll be on a Wednesday. I can't do it. Really? I can't do it. Sorry, alien beings. Not right now. Really? Can't do it. I just know that it's going to be some ugly shit. We can do that. Let's just check the energy. Really? Yeah, I'm just being all transparent. It's like, I'm not going to give you my energy. I can't right now. I'm not in the light, and that's just because I'm a little burnt out. I don't have an attitude or anything. I'm just tired. And it's a suspect fucking energy out there, so what am I feeding off of? My own. I'm burning on my own fucking candle. I'm burning the candle at both ends. Really? Pretty much. Speaking of which, I left my candle in my car. Well, I guess it's safe there. Let's just check the energy for tomorrow, shall we? Shall we now? Oh, something fell out. The chariot fell out. It's underneath me. Oh, 3 cards fell out. Jeez. Should we take them in the order in which they were given? Shut up, God. See, I got an attitude. They fell like this. So I saw the chariot first. Alright, current energy. Ugh. Okay, we're done, right? Just take fucking action and move on. Sorry, guys. Burnout. Let me deliver this message for you. The chariot is... I went to the 8 of Cups. Ugh, I went to the Princess of Cups. Get in my face, lady. You don't feel good? It's like fucking cold weather. Ugh, the masculine. Who's the Lord? He's the Emperor. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the chariot, which is balancing just the same as the temperance. The chariot represents the vehicle you drive through this mortal life. That is your body. The reins are in your hands, and only you choose where you decide to go. You have the freedom. I feel like I'm going to get so negative. Why? I just feel it, bro. I do this when I get to one of these places. I'm like... I go through such a huge detachment that I'm angered that I even have to bother with you during this time. Partially because the message is always the same, and here I am, again, being pulled through time and space, and I'm projecting back down to the fucking ants at fucking, you know what I mean? At Aunt Ethel's fucking farm. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing over there? How many times have I read this? 1,000,000 times. You have free will to follow the path and be happy, carry off it and crash, or sit where the fuck you are and complain that life is passing you by. Your success and failure is determined by the choices you make, and only when you accept this, you will have the strength to overcome the obstacles you face on your journey. Prime example is fucking, you know, hamburger helper or tuna helper, fucking Russ. He's still doing the same shit. Oh, I'm gonna release 2 more songs. I'm gonna do that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna keep doing what I always do, because that's what I do. And he thinks that if he just keeps doing it, it's gonna keep working, or it's gonna work better. Okay, that's just your job. You've been doing the same job for, like, ever. And you want everyone to praise you like you're so seasoned in it. You're like a fucking seasoned Walmart worker. You're like the DJ at Walmart. That's how seasoned you are. Sorry. And that goes back to any of the rest of them, you know what I mean? Like, what's Wolfman doing? Same shit. What's Bobby doing? Same shit. Everybody's doing the same shit. Same shit, different day. But what you don't understand is, with the one exception of Wolfman that came up exactly a year ago, he's still doing exactly what he's been doing since I met him. Again, he's not broadcasting all of the bitches and shit that he used to fucking pick up all along the way, is what they're pointing out. But he's still doing the same exact shit. Just traveling, taking pictures, look at me, look at my food, let me do a love reading. Lame. It's mundane, stagnant, repetitive, patterned, boring. Boring. It doesn't matter where you go, that's who you are. I saw something pathetic on fucking Facebook. Somebody was interviewing Lewis, and they're like, I know you're humble, but aren't you like the drippiest driver? He said, yeah. You can't be both, loser. You're not humble. Bitch, be humble. You're not humble. Lewis is the farthest thing from humble. Oh, because he's soft-spoken? No, he's a bitch. That doesn't make him humble. Because he doesn't have a spine doesn't make him humble. Humble is grateful. He's not. He's ungrateful. Hilarious as it may be, but I saw that in a fucking post. So what? Humble? Humble? That man can't be seen without fucking... Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You were the absolute... Royalty is humble? You're not humble. Bitch, be humble. That's why you're a loser right now. God's humiliating you so you could learn some, you know what I mean? Humility. Humble. Good Lord. What did NF do? He wasted 3 years and came out with 6 songs. Like, can you see the movement in my hand? You know, what's Mike gonna do? Go do another tour. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like, how many have you done in your life? Oh, we're gonna go hit all our favorite cities. This one's gonna be a banger. This one's gonna be, we're selling out, what it was for us? We're selling out fucking stadiums. Get out of it. You're selling fucking tickets to a fucking backyard boogie, bro. That's not on the radio. Come on, guys. Seriously, I get kind of irritated that they're still in my fucking life. And that they're still fucking low lives. I'm like, oh, please don't make me read this repetitive message for these repetitive losers. There might be people out of the 3,000 people that are on my page that are really actually, like, fucking seizing life, dude, and destroying. I know there's a guy at my fucking dispensary. He's doing it, dude. He's doing it. For real. And he watches my channel. I know for sure the dude is doing it, dude. Like, he is really going after a new life type shit. For real. For real. But, like, I don't know about the rest of you, dude. Like, Anyways, let's talk about your life. Your success and failures are determined by your choices. And only when you accept this will you have the strength to overcome the obstacles you face in your journey. The horse of the chariot symbolizes duality, 2 opposites standing side by side, but balanced and pulling in one direction. They represent each of the inner conflict, opposites that pull opposites that pull you one way and another without you being aware of why you don't feel in control of your own fate. And that's because you're trying to go with logic. You're always trying to do what's right. So you're pulling the wrong direction. Always. Trying to do what's right instead of doing what your heart says. And what your heart says is ultimately right, but in those moments, it doesn't feel like the right option. You know you need to do it, but it doesn't feel right. The charioteer is constantly balancing them to drive them forward according to his will. Take a good look at who you are, what you believe, and where you are going. Isn't this the same thing we just said with Baldur? Self-reflection? Who are you? Truth? Harness your will and awareness so that you can move forward consciously instead of repeating the same unthinking patterns. I know. Give it 2 weeks. They're all going to come up with this. They're going to share their Spotify fucking numbers. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get the lotion out. They're going to share their fucking, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? And then they're going to tell you how next year they're going to be so big. And I can't wait to tell you what I've been working on. And I can't wait to tell you about my next project, which is nothing. Give me a project, bitch. Give me a hood rat chick. That's what they're doing, bro. It's the same ass shit. Oh, you still at that same job? You still at that same house? You still with that same person? You still on that same shit? Oh, you got a new iPhone though, huh? You got them new J's? You're dressing up an old lifestyle, bro. Marshall Mathers, you're dressing up an old lifestyle. Low life. Talk about sacrificing the best things in life to be with a man. A man that's so afraid to be seen. So ugly on the inside that he can't be seen outside. So fucking afraid of the human race that he can't go outside. Afraid. Afraid of people everywhere. Can't go and do anything. You think that Russ has got it? No. This is 50-year-old Russ. Can't talk to a woman. Can't start a conversation. Doesn't know what to say. Trips over his own words because he's thinking too fucking hard. You can see how he puts his hands in his pocket. Any psychological fucking profiler can see every ounce of your insecurities. Every ounce of it. I would have to sacrifice, any woman would, for you to feel safe. Because you don't feel safe. Not in your skin and not in this world. Who did that to you? You want to unpack that? Is that what's pulling your pants down to your fucking, you know what I mean, to your ankles over there while you're sagging your diaper? What's in there, buddy? So fucking afraid. Afraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And then, you know, where's Kanye? Keep your shirt on, dude. Put a mask over that one. Just gag him, bro. Seriously, gag him. It's a done deal. What are you working on? You and your little bobo guppy. Shut up, bro. Sit around stuffing your face and stuffing your dick in that little girl and doing nothing with your life. Avoiding all reality and your children. What a fucking worthless human being. There's nothing worse in this life than a deadbeat dad. You is dead. You is a deadbeat dad, Kanye West. The next thing up would be Royce, who sits around with a bunch of little girls not being a father. Being a little girl with the fucking group. Or is that you, NF? Did you go to Target today with your girl? Why'd she buy so much shit and never leave the house? This bitch got clothes and clothes and clothes and clothes and never leave the fucking house. Because she's just cooking. I'm so glad. I see what's cool though is like I'll close this and you will be dead to me and I can go on happy jolly because I have a wonderful life. It's only when I think of yours I get real disgusted. Oh, gross. Gross. Anyways, harness your will and awareness. Anyways, you have the power to achieve something extraordinary if you do. The Chariot is the ultimate card of action. You can overcome all difficulties as long as you keep moving forward. Yeah, keep pushing out songs. Keep together you'll rise one day, Lewis. In about 5 to 10 years, you might be able to get that car where you need it to be. Be sure you know what you're doing, what it is you really want, though. You may be forcing your way along the wrong path. Reverse meaning, you are overwhelmed by obstacles and problems, and you feel that you have no control over your life. Who's in control of your life? Who makes your decisions? It's not God. Who is your God? No, it's because I can't do it because of them and because of them and because... Shut up, bro. Self-sacrifice in that way is not pleasing to the Lord. That's excuses. That's martyrism and playing victim to those around you. Saying that it's their fault you can't live your life. Shut the fuck up, bro. Do you hear the words that are coming out of your mind? Mind your business. Anyways, going back. You're wasting your energy in anger, railing against fate, life, and other people. Such aggression is not strength but weakness. Channel that emotion into determination. Take control again and steer your own course. Only you can do it. Or you could just sit there and just, feel like a victim and, oh, I can't do life and life is so hard and I just want to die. All right, bro, go for it. If you can't make it, it's a hard knocks life out here. There's a lot of people that last time I checked, population was 8.2. If you're one of the ones that can't make it, it's okay. We'll see you in the next run. Maybe you'll have the right mentality for life next time. I assure you, you'll be right back to face the same fucking shit. But maybe you'll have a better mindset. You don't get a better mindset until you change your mind about the fucking situation. But sure, if you want to just sit there and be like, feel sorry for yourself because you're the most, pained person in this world, maybe you should get out of your head and start looking around. Try help somebody else, and then maybe you won't feel so fucking helpless. Channel that emotion into determination. Take control again and steer your own course. 8 of Cups. talks about taking a journey, but other people read it as something really bad. For some reason, they talk about heartbreak and shit. I sense an 80 cups. What does that mean? Leaving? I always seen it as a good thing. Really? Yeah, the 8 of Cups, the Moon, the Hermit, the High Priestess, those are all my cards. 6 of Swords. Yeah, those are all my cards. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Really? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, it's not a bad card to me. Which is what? Sailing away, moving on. Fucking, you know what I mean? Isolation. Just moving on. I'll just move on. Fuck. Alright, deep down you have changed and become dissatisfied with your life. Some soul searching has revealed that you need to discover a deeper meaning to find yourself and become the person you want to be. That's the same as the fucking Hermit card. That's the same as the fucking High Priestess. It's the same as the fucking Moon. It's the same as the 6 of Swords, sailing away. This means leaving behind material security, old relationships, things you previously desired but which no longer bring you fulfillment. Again, I'm rereading these. Who am I reading this to that's actually going to do this? This is a journey into the unknown and will take great courage. You may even move to a new place or country. Like the Hermit, this card can also mean withdrawing from outer activity to seek greater self-awareness. And that's me. I don't want to be around anybody. Get away from me. You guys are being funky. I can smell it on you. Reverse meaning. You're refusing to walk away from a situation or relationship that's not working. Well, we done talked about it. You refuse. I don't give a fuck. Go fucking slap meat, bro. Go do whatever you do. I don't care. I feel like you guys are pathetic. Really? Yeah, but who am I to say? I was in domestic violence for like 10 years. Going back to it, I was mentally ill. Are you mentally ill? Oh, and yesterday, I said I was going to take all of those classes, right? They're like, wait, you don't know how to use a computer? I don't remember. I have to be retaught a lot of things. Just a reminder, I have dissociated amnesia. I lost all my memories through the awakening. Or maybe I never had them. All I know is I tried to access them and there wasn't any there. So yeah, I knew how to use a computer, but I haven't used one for years, so I need training. Shit like that. I mean, there's a lot of shit, and some shit just doesn't come back. Look it up. It's great. Fucking love it. If I could just forget the fucking losers in my life right now. Let's see. Reverse. Yeah, you're not walking away. Your heart, in your heart, you know you need to act, but while a part of you wants to explore new horizons, another part of you is afraid of doing so because of what you might lose or what people might say. It's too risky. Stay where you're safe and unhappy. It's time to face the truth. You are not happy or fulfilled, and you are suffering. You need to devote some attention to your own needs, your own dreams, and your own happiness. Not in a frivolous, superficial manner, but on a deep spiritual level. Every time we say something like this, Russ thinks this means a fucking another vacation to spoil himself. I'm sure he's planning one for Christmas because he can't just stay at home and be. They weren't raised by Christ. If you haven't noticed, he doesn't celebrate any holidays, and they don't celebrate him like he does them on their birthdays. He always sees this as some selfish, you know what I mean, indulgent reason to go fucking lavish himself and show everyone how, you know, all his hard work has paid off. Get back to work. Anyways, the next one talks about actually taking action in your life. It's the highest level of action. It's the Emperor. I don't see you as this either, Wolfman. You might have all kinds of potential. I've seen potential. I don't fall in love with potential anymore. And to be honest, I can't even see yours. Like what? I think you're terrible at reading the cards. At least when I know what the true story is. That's not how I read them. That's not how I was taught to read them. So I don't believe that what you're saying is true. You manipulate those fuckers, bro. So that they will keep coming back. FOMO. Because if you told them to move on and they got somebody, they wouldn't come back and listen to your bullshit about their past lovers. Bullshit. I'm sure that's what you got in your latest Sagittarius video. Oh, I see a reconciliation. You were meant for each other. How long have you been saying that? I told you that since the day I met you. That's bullshit. Alright, if the lady, myself, is the great mother, then the Lord is the great father. This card reflects the concept, fuck it. This is a time of stability when you can be confident and in control of your circumstance. You may be manifesting something new in the world, whether that is a child, a business enterprise, or a work of art. I'm doing that. Alternatively, you may be required... I don't know about the child. I didn't plan on that next year. Alternatively, you may be required to exert some control, reining in an errant child, an external circumstance, or your own emotions. We talked about that with this this energy. It's not like it was one and done, bro. That planet hit me first. It's gonna sit here on top of you, fucking breathing on you. Really? It's like it farted, and until the fucking smoke goes away and you smell a new smell, that's all you're smelling. That's pretty much what energy is. So we got 10 days of fucking judgment energy upon your ass. It's fucking seeping into your heart. And that goes back to everything we pulled last night. Always remember that other people are not controllable. You can't tell them what to do, and you can't expect them to act how you want them to act, and quit manipulating them. Just fucking be honest. There should be trust, and there should be fucking freedom, where you don't have to hide and lie and cheat and fucking steal and fucking make up stories and shit to get what you want. You should just be able to be open about it. Just saying. And it is unwise to try. Instead, you can demonstrate real qualities of leadership by lead by example. The Lord is a figure of authority, perhaps a father or a father figure, a leader, employer, or some other professional. Do you see Marshall as a good father with his fear factors? What's he going to do, call the police? I don't think he owns a gun. He's going to hurt somebody. He's going to protect us from danger. He's fucking afraid. I see this in so real terms. We know for sure there's somebody down in the kitchen. Which one of us are going to do something? Me? For sure I am, because I'm not going to let them make it up the stairs to my children. I'm smarter than you. I'm not going to wait for fucking help. I am the help. God help me, I'm going after this motherfucker. I lived that way. I lived in Mexico. I lived in apartments. I lived in ghettos. I lived that way, bro. We live that way, bro. We protect ours. We don't fucking run and hide and, oh my god, bitch, please. As far as a protector. And then provide, what you gonna provide me? That's what I posted today. Men like to say they're providers of what? Anxiety? Distrust? An epic level of disappointment? Like, what do you provide? The fuck do you provide? Anyways, the Lord, it's a father. Who is that guy? There's nearly no pictures of Nate with his children, so we can't say him. You know what I mean? I can see that, you know, Logic can sit there and cry in front of us and tell us how much he loves his children and how they made him such a better man. But as far as how much time he's putting in with his children every day, man, I don't know. And that goes back to fucking Royce. Oh, you want to come around and play daddy? You playing Barbies? You getting your nails done? What are you doing? You ain't doing shit. That's why they're over there with strippers and fucking dollar bills. Where'd they learn that from? You and the fucking, you smoking with the boys in the fucking, you know, in the backyard, or what the fuck is that? Do you have any friends? Does your wife have any friends? Do they have any friends that come over? Do you guys play house? You're just raising rich kids. Could be a leader or an employer or some other profession. He may be an influential or trustworthy person in your life who gives you good advice. Who is this guy? The reverse is all of you. Who is the reverse of a lord of the animals who's prepared to sacrifice himself for the good of his children is a petty tyrant who tries to dominate others with rigid rules and principles that take no account, as we talk about this. You know what I mean? Fucking Kanye. He's a petty tyrant who dominates others with rigid rules and principles and takes no account for human feeling, crushing the spirit from those under his influence. Examine whether you're in danger of becoming such a person or whether you've fallen under the influence of one. Alternatively, you could be the rest of these guys, which are weak, indecisive men who are afraid to stand up for what they believe in and make tough decisions. I see you, Allie. What the fuck do you believe in? Heartbreak? You don't stand for nothing. You're about to be 30. Dirty 30. With nothing to show for yourself. Nothing. An empty White House. No love, no children, no fucking nothing, bro. Nothing. Bunch of takeout. What's in your refrigerator? Nothing. Just you. It's just you. That's all that's in there is you. This is what you wanted? This is what you thought it was going to be? This was going to bring you happiness? Then you see Mike Stud hiding his little beard. And him and his homeboys smoking fucking blunts all the fucking time in his little shorts. Telling you how great life is. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. I can't. I hate you guys more on a Monday than any day of the week. Tomorrow's Tuesday and I'll be more actionable. And then on a Wednesday I'll really give you the speech again. We do this every week until you fucking die. You're gonna die before I do. Realistically, why would God keep you any longer? You don't have any reason. Unless he wants to make you suffer. Make you cry because I died first. Oh, she's gone. Shh. Make arrangements, fellas. Make arrangements. Because you don't know how long you live, and neither do I. But realistically, why do you need to live any longer? Are you going to change your lives? Is there a purpose for your life? Oh, my kids need me. What? They need your paycheck? Die. That's all they needed. They needed a father. They needed a friend. They needed a teacher, a mentor. Someone to teach, you know what I mean? They needed a man in their life. Not a fucking paycheck. The fuck is that? And that goes back to it, bro. There's these dudes that work here. Yeah, I know you know. Red, he puts in like 8 to 16 hours all the time here. He is a single father with a very troubled teen. And he'd rather sit here at work all the time, telling himself he's providing for his daughter. Providing would be being at home with her. And being a father when she ain't got a mother. Then you got his little security friend here who works twice as many hours. This motherfucker put in 18 hours. And he talks about he's a great father and his kids and this, that, and the other. They all talk about how they're great fucking parents, but then I see them here, how much do your kids see you? Who's raising your kids while you're over here providing? And what you doing that's so providing? Because the jobs you guys do here ain't shit. You sit here away from your children for 8 to 16 hours a day on a fucking phone. And that makes you a great parent? That's to all of you. I know you're watching my channel. Like, will you judge me? No, I just see the truth. God judges you. I told you, I have nothing to do with judgment. I just call it how I see it. Is there something wrong with that? I was the same as you. I couldn't fucking be home. So my kids didn't have me. And we didn't have a relationship. And I didn't know my kids. And when I was home, yeah, because I was working all the time. And when I was home, I was tired, and I just wanted some space. I needed some time for me. I didn't want to be all doing that. Really? Yeah. So am I judging, or am I teaching you something that I learned the hard way? Well, we can't just all quit. You know what I love about that comment of surrender? Is you don't understand who you're surrendering to. You'll never be able to surrender without God. You can't give up on yourself. But when you realize you're not giving up on yourself, but you're giving God a chance, the narrative changes significantly. I didn't give up on myself. I gave God a chance, and I don't regret it. What was the cost? Giving up everything of myself to be everything he believed I could be. And that's gotten me further than I've ever gotten in my life. Only to come back to where I started and have the right mindset and make it better. I would run. I've been to 28 states plus Mexico. I've worked I said this, but now I've gotten a bunch of new jobs. I've done over 31 paid positions in my life that I counted. There could be more. Realistically, yep. I've done all kinds of shit. I've gone all kinds of places. I'm a fucking true-ass Sagittarius. But the problem was, I could never make it better than I was because I was no better than I was no matter where I went. And so I speak to you in a place of full recovery and not judgmental because I am you. I was you, and I can show you in my videos. I can show you fucking documented proof of when I thought like you and what I had to do to stop thinking that way. And it's these basic shit. It's always the same message, guys. It gets so irritating on my side because in the beginning I used to really get hopeful. Every week. It'll wash off. What I'm going through right now will wash off. And I'll be like, come on, guys. You can do this, guys. It'll be okay, guys. And I give you all this pep talk, and I spend, like, hours, really getting you ready to make these difficult decisions. You can leave this person. You can leave this job. Bro, there's another apartment out there for you. Going back to that lady that shot her neighbor. Why didn't neither of them move out? And I thought about me and my neighbor, bro. We went at it for years. I was calling the police all the time, bro. They said they were my fucking dog. I fucking put up cameras, all kinds of shit, bro. We went crazy at it. And it goes back to, it's like, why didn't either of us just move? Okay, granted, she was on a fucking welfare. She was on a Section 8, so she couldn't. But why didn't I fucking move? If I wasn't unhappy with the situation, why didn't I move? Because I never even thought about it. I was too busy trying to keep the place rather than thinking about getting a new one. And that's where it shows. I should have never stayed there. Because from the beginning, it was a struggle. It was always a struggle to pay the bills. I should have never tried to stay there if I couldn't have made it comfortable. And then when I did get the bills, there was still no peace. If I could make good money, then why didn't I get a better place? I can go back and look at myself, and I was very mentally ill, guys. I had a personality disorder. I had 7 little personalities, little girls and a guy running around in my head, running my life. Did an alright job, but in the essence, I can look back and say, why didn't you do better? Who knows where I was thinking, and I can go back to these moments astrally and put myself in that mindset, but only with forgiveness. I was just trying to do my best. It never crossed my mind that I should do better. But I never had me, which you guys have. I never had a person in my whole life guiding me. My mom died, I don't know, so many years ago. But she never told me what to do. I would call her and show her my choices. She would weigh them out, but never tell me what to do. It's like, well, if you do this, this could happen. And if you do this, this could happen. Oh no, good luck. That's it. Oh, thanks. That was real helpful, Mom. Really? Yeah, I mean, she was extremely neutral because she didn't want to be responsible for leading me either way. Probably because I shouldn't have been asking her either question. Just kidding. But, so I didn't have somebody. And it was very difficult to make decisions on my own because I regretted every decision I ever made. But it's just because I don't know, they were all just difficult decisions, I suppose. But I never had anyone that I could turn to that could have been like, Mr. Plum was real helpful in different areas of my life, but not like that. And that's what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to inspire you to be better than what I was and what most are by just making these difficult decisions. I've shown you, and I show you all the time, that it's safe to do it in the covering of God. And even if you don't know God, do it with the understanding that this heart calling is a good thing. And it's coming from something bigger than you, which in essence will lead you to God. You don't have to know God to start this, bro. You're going to find God all the way around this. Like God, bro. Not the gods. I'm talking about God. You'll know the sense of God, and you'll know the difference between God the Father and God the spirits. You know what I mean? You'll know the difference between God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. You'll know the difference between Jesus' energy. You'll know the difference between Buddha's energy. You'll know that God's on top of everything as you guys are just sitting there having a conversation. You'll know the difference between your grandmother's energy and your passed on friends and family, as well as Jesus, and you'll sense them all. But you'll still know that God's right there too. Because even when they're not talking to you, God is. You'll know God when this happens. You'll start those. It's the heart. You'll start to understand the conversation that's coming from your heart. Part of it's you, but it's Him. And then it becomes them. But intimately, in the beginning, no, it's just you and Him. He's very jealous, very possessive. He might send some people to you to keep you, you know what I mean? That's where my spirit guides come, to keep you company, so that you can see them, because you can't see Him. God doesn't have a form, so He sends His spirit in all forms. You know what I mean? And that's where things happen throughout the day. You're like, wow, thanks, God. You know He was there, but you can't see it, because He doesn't have a form. You know what I mean? Where you can walk down the street and you can see a picture of Jesus. You're like, I love you, Jesus. You can see Jesus. They've given us a picture. He took form. But then there's God. And that's the voice inside of your heart. That's where I'm always talking. But He's outside. Once you start this, you'll meet God. I assure you of that. But again, He doesn't have a form. You'll just recognize Him all over you. Good form. Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone. I know, I told you I was gonna get sour. I felt the sourness. I was like, ugh. Like sour milk in my fucking stomach. Could have been all that cheese. Just kidding. I'm okay now. That was funny. I was like, don't eat the cheesecake. You're gonna get stuffed up. Sour milk. Never mind. Forget it. It was a dumb joke. Good luck. What was the 10-day? Oh, man. Well, in the context of what the 10-day is calling you to do, and what the cards say are gonna happen. Hold on, dude. That sounds bad. No. You can tell when you become a mother. You can tell the difference in the cries. Was it bad? No, it just sounded loud. Really? Yeah, that's a fake cry. That's not a hurt cry. It's like a sonar. Anyways, it says that it might push you to do some great things. If not, it says you're not going to do shit. You ain't doing shit, motherfuckers. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to keep my eyes peeled because I never see nothing that I want to see. That's why I was like, ugh, I see no changes. Russ, come on. You're so pathetic. But you're no more pathetic than the rest of the human race. Some people choose, though. They really have a fire inside of them. They're further along where they don't have the same fears. They don't have the same traumas. They don't have the same healing that you need in order to, all of us need a different healing. It's going to be a lot easier for other people to get back out and start dating than someone like me that had all that sexual trauma. You know what I mean? Certain things like that. So some people are really, and that's why you can't judge this healing journey on anybody else's success or journey, because they're journeying through different experiences of their life that you may have or never have had. And some of us haven't had that, you know what I mean? That's what takes the difference. Some people don't have to do as much healing. They don't go through so many levels of hell. And some of them will learn it faster, where they can release it a lot quicker. Once you understand what you're doing and these terrible thoughts and feelings and these terrible actions that you have bravery that they're calling you for, once you understand the process, it makes it a little bit easier. And anybody that starts the process and starts initiating it catches on, like myself, and just embraces it. Like, all right, here comes another fucking tower. It's like, oh God, what's God going to ask me for this week? You embrace the journey. You realize that this is literally, you know what I mean, spiritual boot camp. And some of them, it only takes like the first couple ones to realize, all right, you start to see the difference in your life. You're empowered. Like, why didn't I do this sooner? I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. Yeah, it sucked, but damn. You know what I mean? It's like you moved out and now you're like moving into your first apartment. It's just a studio. You just left your 3-bedroom house to your wife, but now you're in a studio. Like, geez, I got a bed. I'm free. Like, this is weird. It's scary, but at the same time, it's like, geez, I fucking did it. Shit like that, bro. It really happens, bro. Really? I mean, when you do it, it's like when you quit your job or when you move to a new town or something, you're like, God, I can't believe I'm here. I really did it. I'm all here by myself. I did this. I've had so many of those moments through this whole journey. It's like, I can't believe I did it. And to other people, it's like, yeah, I did that like all my life ago. You know, things like camping, I can't believe I did that, bro. Nobody even taught me. Nobody even took me on camping trips. Like, I literally just did that shit, bro. Yeah. I remember the rainstorm. That scared the shit out of us. It was a thundering, lightning rainstorm up there, and we got wet too. It was our first time. It was the first time for everything. It scared us, bro. We were underneath we were like in a tent in a lightning storm. It was scary. We'd never been, you know what I mean, outside of our house, and even being in a car in a lightning storm can kind of sound scary. Did all kinds of stuff, bro. I drove all over places. I did stuff. Like, I can't believe I did that. Las Vegas, the fucking Broncos Stadium, all the things I do, bro. I lived in my car. I was thinking about that, bro. Yeah, they're not the most prize-winning fucking stories, but they're fucking real-ass, savage-ass, I did that type shit story and got a video to prove it. You're never gonna believe this. You gotta check this out, dude. I had a wild-ass life. Really? Yeah, and it's when you start living the life. But in order to really live life, you gotta give up the life you have, bro. Wolfman's not gonna live life the way he's living it. He's just doing what keeps him relevant. Fulfilling promises, saying that he's gonna go. He has to keep his. He's a very negative Knight of Wands, but I guess he has to have something new because he gets burned out on the old. And it's like, that's not even true. It's just you. You don't know how to embrace it. You're looking for the same places, the same things. You're drawn to the same crap every country you go to. I don't understand it. It's like, how can you go to all these countries and have nothing to show from it but a bunch of road? All you do is drive through it. You just drive. You're not actually experiencing any of these countries or cultures. Not really. You're like, oh, it was a great culture. You have nothing to show for it. You don't even show that you were in the towns talking with the people. You don't show any of the temples. You don't show any of the stores. You just show lavish hotels and fucking restaurants, nightclubs. You're a tourist everywhere you go. And your broadcast is just showing tourism. So there's nothing spiritual about that, my friend. You're just trying to be relevant through travel. Trying to create a travel channel. But there's no relevance to it. You don't really capture it. You're not taking anybody into a place that they've never seen. You're not really showing it. You show balconies of your hotel room. Views that anybody could post on Google Maps. I could literally, and I've done it before, experience far more coverage of a town or a country using Google fucking Earth than what you provide on your stupid channels. They're nothing but you on a bicycle, bro. And some restaurants. There's never been anything where you've looked up the culture. What is Guatemala famous for? You go and get a hotel next to a volcano and drag your mommy down there to walk up a mountain because you don't want to walk it yourself. Someone needs to hold the camera. Come on, bro. It's impressive to people that have boring lives, but not someone that's actually adventurous. There's no adventure to be had in your life. You couldn't teach me anything about any of the countries you've been through. All you could do is show me a bunch of pictures. You're a tourist. You're trying to capture. You're a human trying to have a spiritual experience in foreign lands. You're a foreigner. Just want to show you guys that's not how it works either. That's not how it works either. Hey, I don't know. Do whatever you gotta do. I love yous. Laters. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.